Okay, today we have Samyang Buldak cheese flavour. So for those who don't know, Samyang Buldak, really famous noodle, famous for the fire noodle challenge, notoriously spicy, and we've reviewed it on this channel. But one of the most common ramen hacks that people do with Samyang Buldak is to put different types of cheese or dairy into it or onto it. And Samyang capitalized on this by launching both the carbonara version and the cheese version ages ago. Like, they've been around for a very long time. I have had this before and I recall liking it. So I haven't had it for a very long time, but yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this again because it's been a while. And I recently did the carbo bowl on this channel. So you'll recall that it does add something to Buldak to have dairy on it. So I'm really hoping just the classic cheese is similar to that. So this cost £1.44 for the packet. So you buy it in a pack of 5 and it works out as £1.44, which is a little bit more expensive than the standard Buldak one. But yeah, nothing too much to worry about. So let's have a little look at the packaging on this. So you'll see the famous mascot there is holding a big old block of cheese, sitting on a big cheese wheel. Looks pretty cheesy from the packaging. I really like it actually. I think the yellow works really well on this. Some of the other ones are a bit unusual, but I think this works quite well. Looks nice on the side. Quality of the packaging is decent as always. Yeah, and there's a serving suggestion that always makes it look really nice. Okay, let's have a look at the back. Starting with the energy, we've got per 100 grams again, 393 calories per 100 grams, which, who knows how many grams are in this. Okay, 140 net weight. So someone can do the calculations here and work it out. In terms of the ingredients, I'll just pick out the interesting bits out of the soup and the cheese powder. So the soup has cheese sauce, sugar, artificial chicken flavoring, chili pepper, habanero pepper, onion, garlic, and then a bunch of other stuff, black pepper and curry seasoning. The cheese powder has mozzarella cheese, roasted sesame, and roasted laver, which I think, yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so I'm expecting this to be a bit sesame, a bit cheesy, and definitely a bit oniony and a bit garlicky and a bit sweet. So yeah, let's have that in our minds when we're tasting it. In terms of the cooking instructions, add noodles to 600 ml of boiling water and cook for 5 minutes. Keep 8 tablespoons of water when you drain it. Add the sauce and stir fry for 30 seconds. Then add the powder, stir well, and serve. Okay, pretty standard for a Samyang Buldak noodle. Okay, I'm very excited to open this up and see what's inside. Okay, yeah, lovely thick noodles there. And great Buldak packaging. It looks like they've changed this recently. That logo looks slightly different to what I'm used to. It just looks brilliant. The quality of the packaging is usually excellent inside and out. Okay, I'm going to start with this sauce first of all. This is the one that caramelizes when you're stir frying it. Usually I don't need to use scissors for this, but today I do. There's definitely something different in the smell. It does smell a little bit cheesy. Weird. Doesn't smell anything like the normal Buldak sauce. There's a little whisper of it. It smells mostly of like Marmite. So there's definitely something a bit funky and a bit yeasty kind of going on in the smell. Yeah, the funk is probably just the cheese that they've put into this. That's really interesting. Okay, and then the powder, which is the most fun bit, I think, of these variations on Buldak, where you get to put the powder on at the end. I really enjoy doing that. Okay, so that's what we've got. Whew. Wow. Really buttery whenever I lifted that. Yeah, really just smells of butter, like slightly funky, cheesy and buttery. Yeah, really nice that. Oh, I'm really excited to cook this up. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, that's cooked up. And I put the liquid soup in and stir-fried it as per the instructions. But I just need to put the cheese powder on top. It smells incredible. Okay. The colour really changed after adding that cheese powder, and it definitely thickened up. Like there's hardly any sauce at the bottom now. Looks incredible. Wow. Can't wait to try this. It's really vibrant orange. Looks nice and creamy. It's not too sort of saucy or anything like that. I'm gonna smell it. Yeah, it's got that. It's definitely, you can tell it's Buldak. You can smell the chili, the red pepper. There's something just a little bit funky. So, you know, you can sort of tell something's a bit different about it. And that'll obviously be the cheese. But it smells quite nice. My mouth is watering, so let's give this a go. We'll have to see if this is going to be searingly hot or if the cheese has dulled any of that. Okay. Searingly hot. My mouth is on fire. I think I was expecting it to be less hot, so that really caught me off guard. Yeah, it's fire noodle. So the second bite's always the one where I taste everything now. My mouth is watering now because of the chili, but let's see what this tastes like. Yeah, much creamier, much more pleasant, that second bite. And I think that's the main advantage of having any dairy in a Buldak, is it just softens some of that searing heat. You can taste things a bit more. That was really creamy there, really cheesy. Starting to really imagine that there's mozzarella in there based on what you're tasting. And it's the usual sort of, you know, really, really intense chili, slightly salty, slightly oniony, a little bit sweet. And then now towards the end, the sort of pizza thing's coming into my head. Yeah, I think I just got a few herbs at the end there, and it started to taste a little bit tomatoey. Really, really nice. It's really hard to not enjoy a Buldak, honestly, and I think cheese is probably the best thing to put on a Buldak to soften the heat. It goes so well together in terms of the combination of flavour. So for me, obviously my mouth is on fire. I'm struggling to speak at the moment, but in terms of the value for money at £1.44, I think the normal Buldak is like £1.30, maybe £1.20. So it's not much more to get the cheese version, you know, 14p more to get the cheese one. And I think it's worth it. It does add something. I would probably prefer, whilst Buldak, the classic one, has its place and really, really good for hacking it and putting toppings on and things, I think this really does add something and it's good value, the addition. So it's worth reaching for this, in my opinion. In terms of how often I would get it, this is, to me, just exactly in the same space as Buldak Classic. If someone gave me that every day, I would eat it every single day. And I can't see myself getting sick of it, ever. You know, you need to be prepared for the searing heat of the chili, but, you know, the actual flavours themselves and the quality of the noodles and the packaging, everything about this whole thing, the noodles, the flavour, the packaging, the price, it works. So for me, if I had to sort of place this amongst all of the other noodles that I've rated, again, it's no question for me. I gave the classic Buldak 5. I gave the Carbo Bowl 5 out of 5. And this one to me is right up there with both of those, as good as the classic Buldak. So for me, this is an easy 5 out of 5.